Welcome all to this new video in learning C programming. The point today we are going to understand is file handling in C. Before going forward, I will suggest you that this should be the last point in learning C programming. If you have not checked my previous videos, you can find the links in the description below. The first question that we have to understand is why do we need to understand this concept? What is the need of using file handling? Even though we have understood all the concepts in C, why to go for this particular concept, file handling? So the simplest answer to which is that file handling is not a specific or a different concept in C. Basically, this is the way to preserve the data in your C programming. So there is this minor uh, understanding that this is not going to provide you with different concept. This is the way to preserve your program. This is the way to preserve your data. To understand this specifically, just understand how we are doing it previously and what different we are going to do in file handling. So on the left hand side we are showing what is the conventional programming, the programming that we have done till now, and on the right hand side we are going to understand what difference is there in file handling. So first of all we will observe it on the left hand side. In the conventional programming, what we do is we are having a computer with us. So using keyboard, we are going to type our program for C programming, and generally we make use of any IDE to type a programming, or we can even use terminal for that. So a user is typing its program on the terminal or IDE. I have shown code blocks here. After doing that programming, after doing that coding, the user will compile that program and it will execute that program. So somehow we will get this kind of output at the code blocks. Okay. So this is how the programming that we have done till now. So whenever I close my program, everything will be erased off, and if I want to run my program again I will have to execute my program. But the problem here that you can understand is that in the conventional programming, all the data that I had created in the execution of my program will be lost as soon as I close my program. Even when I switch off my computer, the whole data that I had created in the code will be destroyed. Not the program, but the data that I have created. Suppose, for example, I have done a coding of addition of three numbers. Okay, so suppose the user had given 1, 2, and 3 numbers for addition. Okay, so whatever answer that will come, that answer will be stored in some variable. Suppose C variable I have used in the programming for storing my answer. So as soon as I close my program, the value inside that particular variable will be destroyed. I will not be able to access that answer after closing my program. So the problem here in this kind of programming is that the data gets lost as soon as you close the program or as soon as you close your computer. But while dealing in real time, while doing real time applications in C, there are some applications which requires you to hold your data, which requires the data to be accessed later on also. Suppose we are dealing with a C program that is creating some record of students. Suppose we are dealing with an application that is creating some record of employees. So in that case, I want to hold my data, I want to store my data so that I can use it later on. So this was not possible in the conventional programming. So there was a need that I should be able to hold my code, I should be able to hold my data. Okay, and in that way or in that need, the next concept came, the concept that we are going to study today. That concept is called as file handling. So what difference is there? You can observe here most of the blocks that I have drawn on the left hand side, they have drawn on the right hand side as well. The user is there in the first block. The user is typing the code using keyboard. Okay, the code will be typed on your ID, same ID I have used. Okay, code blocks, even the terminal could be there, and same the output will be shown on the monitor or your terminal. Okay, The only minor change that I have done here is that we are going to make use of files to store our data. The thing on the left hand side was that the data was also getting stored on the left hand side, but the data was getting stored on the temporary basis. But on the right hand side, what we are doing is we have created a file in the disk. That file will be stored permanently there. Even if I close my program, that file will not be destroyed. The file will be as it is there on my computer. So file handling, the name itself suggests what we are going to do here. In file handling, what we do different is that in the same conventional way of programming, I'm going to create files. Okay, and those files will be holding the data permanently for throughout my coding. Okay, so the difference here, again one more time I'm telling here, is that the difference here will be, even if I close my program, even if I turn off my computer, whatever data that I have stored on this file, it will be permanently saved there. So if I again execute my program and if I try to access my file, the data that I have stored on the file will be stored as it is. If even if I switch off my computer and even if I switch it on again, and if I access my file, the data I had previously stored there, it will be there as it is. So you have to understand what is the difference between the conventional programming and file handling. In the conventional programming, we are not able to store the data, we are not able to access our data. But in the file handling, the different thing that we are getting here is that I can access my data, I can use my data for later use. One more biggest advantage other than the permanent storage of data that we are getting here is that I can even teleport, I can even transport my data from one computer to other. Suppose I have created my code in one computer and I have stored some data on that particular computer. And again, I want to use that data on some other computer. So only by providing this file, only by transferring this file onto that other computer, I will be able to access my data. So basically, file handling is nothing but it is providing you the needs of real-time programming, because most of the programs that we are creating for commercial use or for real-time applications, they will be requiring some sort of database. They will be requiring some sort of data storage. So that was not possible in the conventional programming. That is only possible using file handling. So next we are going to consider how the file handling can be done. Okay, so basic file operations and how they can be done. So basically there are two ways to do the file handling. The one way is by using Unix commands and the other way is by using high level input output functions. Okay, so in this part or in this videos we are going to only consider the high level input output functions, the ready-made functions that are available in C that we can use for file handling. And understand here is that the functions that we are going to talk here in this particular point, there will be the definition of which will be there in the standard input output library, which is your stdio.h. Okay, so if I want to do the file handling, which are the various operations or which are the various things that I will have to do, I can do in C programming. I have listed them out. Just observe the point. The first point is creation of a new file. Okay, so if I want to use or if I want to do file handling, I will have to create a file. Okay, so creating a file or generating a file, it can be done using one function which is called as fopen function. Okay, there are various modes of using that function, A, W and R. What these modes are, we are going to understand it in the latter part. Okay, second part is opening an existing file. Suppose I have created my file, I have stored some data and if I want to open it, so again same function we are going to make use of, which is fopen. So fopen is, it is used to create the file or it is also used to open any existing file. Another thing that we want to do is, after opening or creating a file, I want to write some data onto my file. That is the ultimate thing that we want to do. So to write the data onto the file, there are various functions that we can make use of. The first one is fprintf, the second one is fputc, the third one is putw. There are various other functions as well, but we are going to consider these many only. This will be sufficient. Okay, reading from the files. The next part is reading from the file. Suppose I have written something onto the file, and for the later use, I want to read whatever data I have written. So for that, I can use various functions. Some of the functions that are listed here, one is fscanf, another one is fgetc, another one is getw. Okay. The next part that I can do in file handling is random access to files. Random access means I can go to any position in the file and I can access that part of the file only. So there are various functions again that I can use or make use of to do this particular task. So ftell is there, fseek is there, rewind is there. So these kind of functions are there to randomly access your file from any location. So that thing is there. And the last part in file handling is the closing of your file. So after doing all the operations, so whatever, after creating a file, after writing, reading, and after everything is being done, the last thing that generally is being done is closing that particular file, because you might be needing to open that file into in some other mode. So closing that file, that operation could be there. So in the next video, in detail, we are going to study each and every function that I have told here. We are going to study how those functions work and how to use those functions for file handling. So this part will be covered into next video. Thank you.